So Fester sent me an item
Yes.
that two motorcyclists, this is here in Florida, other side of the state, Volusia County, two motorcyclists were taken to the hospital on Saturday. Why? They crashed into an alligator on I-4. I mean, you're telling me you can't see an alligator?
I mean, at night? I mean, it doesn't say that it was, a giant 10-foot gator. What if it was like a 3-foot gator? It's like hitting a speed bump out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Let's say the gator was like a 5-foot gator, and it always, stood like 8 inches off the ground, and you're racing down at the middle of the night. You can't see that. Or if you do, you don't stop in time.
Was it? But I don't see that it was Saturday night. I just said
Whatever.
Saturday.
It was a 6-foot alligator.
Yeah, what time of day? The story I have, the story you sent me doesn't say that it was nighttime. Oh, it was not. It was 6:08 p.m. There is still plenty. There is blazing sunshine still at 6:08 p.m. Saturday at 6:08 p.m. It is completely light. Sunset is not till 8:30 or so.
Listen, I don't know why they didn't see it.
Give me sunset. Festa,
Sunset's about 8:30.
Yeah, you know what? I want to be accurate. What is today's freaking sunset? 8:32? Today's sunset, Tampa. Tampa sunset today is 8:22.
You're way off.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes
way
off.
off, Slick.
All right, so 6:08 p.m. Saturday, it is totally bright out.
Okay.
How do you run into an alligator on I-4 at 6:08 p.m.?
They're probably whizzing so fast.
Yeah.
These guys are probably riding so fast. They have things pulled down. Their head pulled, helmet pulled down.
Yeah.
They can't make it out.
Two motorcyclists taken to the hospital, crashed into an alligator. The motorcyclist, 67-year-old DeLeon, how do you say that? Is the
DeLeon?
DeLeon Springs man and a 25-year-old Orange City woman.
I thought DeLeon was his name.
All right, now hold on a sec. I thought this was interesting. 67-year-old DeLeon Springs man and a 25-year-old Orange City woman were both heading westbound in the inside lane when they collided with the gator. Yeah, the impact caused both motorcyclists to veer off the interstate. Trooper said the 67-year-old crashed his 2022 Suzuki. Oh, he's got a Gixxer, a GSX R1000. Man, you don't see many 67. That would be a Harley rider.
No, yeah.
Or an Indian rider. That's insane. A 67-year-old guy on a Gixxer. Those are Suzuki crotch rockets. You don't have many 67-year-olds on the crotch rockets. Those are your 22, 24-year-old guys.
He loves them.
And then he was riding with a 25-year-old. What was it, Belichick and his girlfriend? Or what the hell's going on here? So, 67-year-old out cycling with a 25-year-old. So, both motorcyclists veered off of I-4. The 67-year-old crashed his Gixxer, his crotch rocket, into a tree. He and the woman were taken to HCA Lake Monroe Hospital, non-life-threatening injuries. Thank God they're okay. Florida Wildlife, FWC, they sent the team to the scene to assist with the injured alligator. Wow. And then Fester sends me the story with the preface, "Ain't no joke. I once hit an alligator." You never told me you never told this on the air.
I don't know if I have or haven't told it.
Dude, how have you been part of the MJ and BJ morning show from 96 to 01 and then the MJ morning show since 2001? How have you been part of this show? You've never, ever, I would have remembered this. You have never, ever said that you hit an alligator once.
I think it happened in 2013 or 2014.
So it was after
we weren't doing the show. We weren't actively doing the show.
All right, so we stopped the show in February of 2012. Yeah.
So, but it was we weren't doing the radio show, and I'm driving on US 41 at about 12:45 at night. Middle of the night.
That would be Tamiami Trail.
Not where I am.
Where were you?
Florida Avenue. 41 runs the whole state.
Yeah, but
yeah,
okay, but where does it become Tamiami
Trail?
Sarasota. Like Sarasota, Bradenton?
Yeah, and then Bradenton, Sarasota area, over the Skyway.
So you're on 41 in where?
US 41 in lovely Lutz,
right?
Not too far from
That's Nebraska, right?
No, it Forks. 41 comes down in forks, and one fork is Nebraska, one fork is Florida Avenue.
All right.
Anyway, and then the interstate's in the middle. I'm in Florida Avenue in Lutz, 41, and out of nowhere, I don't see it.
Suddenly, alligator! Yes.
And it was like you hit a speed bump out of nowhere at speed. And it's not like a speed bump that has like a little up ramp that you can just, get jostled by. It was a hard hit. And I plowed right into the side of this son of a bitch. And,
what were you driving? What kind of car?
I was in a pickup truck at the time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so thankfully I wasn't in like my Lincoln.
Oh, that's right. You had that phase where you were into F-150s,
Yeah.
which are, great vehicles.
Great cars.
So,
Perfect for hitting gators with.
well, also perfect for hitting trees with.
Yeah.
Remember, you were allegedly shoved off the road by a Hillsborough County school bus and shoved off of South Himes right into the YMCA parking lot, and you hit a tree head on.
That was back in the early 2000, maybe?
I know when that was. That was in the fall of 2000.
Yeah, it was in 2000. But MJ, I hit this gator, and I'm like, what the hell was that? So, of course, like an idiot, I do a U-turn.
Right.
And I'm the only person on the road.
Did you
Yeah.
hurt the gator?
This gator was in bad shape.
Oh.
I might have been like the third person to meet that gator. That
Okay.
night.
Oh,
All right.
no.
So did the gator not make it?
Well, so I turn around and I get out of the vehicle and I see this gator in the middle of the road. And then I'm thinking, oh no, I don't want the gator to get hit and I don't want anybody else to hit the gator. So I'm standing there on the side of the road at 1 a.m, trying to flag down drivers to slow down. to not hit the- And then I watch this gator get hit like 5 more times.
Oh, jeez.
Stop.
Then Hillsborough County Sheriff's vehicle comes by.
Does he hit the gator?
He hits the gator.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just thinking, I got to get
Well,
the hell out of here. The officer turns around
Right.
and he pulls out a pair of rubber gloves from his utility kit in the
Yeah.
back.
Right.
And he had a towel. He gave me the towel, and he and I grabbed the tail of the gator and pulled him off to the side of the road.
Eeny,
Wow.
meeny, miny, mo. Grab a
Gator.
by the toe.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think he had any toes left.
If
Yeah,
he
so they-
hollers,
we-
if he chomps you, let him go.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So I'm grabbing the tail. The officer's grabbing the tail with the rubber gloves, and we pulled him off to the
Wow.
side of the road.
How big was the gator?
It might have been like 7-8 feet.
You
It
know,
was a
because-
good-sized gator.
Some cars, if you've got a lower profile car and you
Right.
hit that, it could rip up the whole front end.
Right.
Hey, a buddy of mine, and I think he passed. Oh, I feel so bad. I think I found out actually recently. Carlos, who used to be very involved with the BMW car club.
Yeah.
Carlos once hit an armadillo in his BMW M3. I think up near like Odessa, somewhere up in there.
But you have those low-profile
Man.
vehicles.
And armadillos, you hit one of those, it's like hitting a freaking bowling ball in the middle of the road.
They have all that armor.
Oh,
Hence
yeah.
the name Armadillo.
Yeah.
Is that how they got the name? I don't know.
Huh.
But still, armadillos are tough.
But wait, so remember when we lived up north,
Yeah.
you would always say to me about a deer,
Right.
don't veer, like just you got to hit it straight on.
Yeah.
So like with the gator, is it the same thing? Like should you be swerving around not to hit a gator?
Good point. We have a call on the line.
Uh-huh.
This person apparently just recently hit a gator. It's
Oh,
Brandy. Hello, Brandy. You're a fine girl.
Hey, thank you. How are you guys?
Brandy, did you get the reference?
Oh, so I was going on my way to work on East Lake. I live in Palm Harbor, and I was going to I was on East Lake Road,
Right.
going towards Trinity.
Yep.
And I see a car way in front of me, and he put it on his hazards, and he moved over. And I was like, oh, okay, there's really no one I'm good. And I had my brights on, and I get up, and there's this 8-foot alligator right in front of me.
Oh.
I swerved over, almost flipped my car.
Wow.
And so I did the good thing. I turned around. I went in front of it. I put on my hazard lights. I called the police. And I was waiting there, and this motorcycle guy comes over, and he was a cop, and he was going to work. And so he grabs the alligator. He goes, has it moved? I said, no, I've been here for like 15 minutes. It hasn't moved, nothing. And he takes it, and he moves it to the side a little.
Yeah, that's all they can do.
I'm going to wait here for the other cop to come.
Yep.
So the other cop came, And he's like, has it moved? I said, no, I've been here watching it and everything. So he gets his little tool to put over the mouth, and the gator starts moving.
Oh, no.
But the gator was like, his head was like all cut up, his body.
Yeah.
Well, the car in front of me had hit it and ruined his whole front end, his tire, everything.
Oh,
That's
man, that's like probably hitting like a concrete wall. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like so thankful that I didn't hit it. I mean, but I almost flipped my car.
What kind of car do you drive?
Nissan Murano.
Because I drive a Dodge Stratus. I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Yeah, those are terrible cars to hit gators with also. But
you guys are talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, I almost hit one.
No, it's Florida. Brandy, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Why aren't
You
there
guys
more...
have a great day. Thank you.
You too.
Why aren't there more gator crossing signs? I see deer all the time, but why aren't there more gators like on those big yellow square signs?
And just to pick something up off of what Michelle just said with deer, I was always taught that you do not swerve, hit the deer.
Yeah.
I know that it's Bambi and but hit the freaking deer. More people are killed and injured by swerving, going off the road and hitting a tree or rolling over or driving off a cliff like Toonsis the driving cat. More people are hurt by swerving to avoid the deer. So you're supposed to hit the damn deer.
So my question was, is the advice the same with the gator?
I would think so.
Yeah, I'd probably hit the gator. I mean, if you can safely avoid it, avoid it. But a lot of people don't safely avoid things. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and click, share, subscribe, all this stuff.